Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. If you haven't been here before, my name is Leslie. I know the title was not a excuse to get you in here. We are going to use the cinch. But what I wanted to show you is the different options that you have for making covers. And I guess today's options will focus on a few different things. So number one, what did I make my cover out of? Don't come at me. I use this stuff when I'm in a rush, can't think of what to make, don't want to make a whole bunch because there's only me and my husband. It's made out of the box from Stovetop stuffing. That's right, people. I used the stuffing. So it's bright red, and we don't want it to show through as bright red. So what do we do? Well, that's quite simple. We are going to take our chalk paint, and I just used the folk art chalk paint from Walmart. This one happens to be sheepskin color, and I painted it twice. So now, even if you picked something where the color could show through, what you're going to see is the paint color. Now, let's go on to our options. You could paint and sticker or paper or cardstock or paint a design on there, punch, and call it done. You could use cardstock only, call it done. What I used today, I got from, I believe it was the dollar store. Let me see if there's a tag. Yep, the dollar store. And it's self-adhesive materials. Okay, got a whole bunch of them here in a certain theme. And then, of course, woo! So some self-adhesive material can be used. Your wallpapers that we looked at the other day could be used if they weren't kidnapped by somebody. And then, of course, we have fabrics from Walmart and from the dollar store. These are not, of course, self-adhesive. So what you're going to want to do is do your painting, let it dry really well. Mod Podge your cover. Let it dry really well. Cut out your fabric, whatever your fabric of choice is. Put it onto the Mod Podge. Cover it with a piece of parchment paper and iron it to reactivate the Mod Podge and allow the fabric to stick. Okay, then you're going to want to repeat on top of the fabric the Mod Podge process. Mod Podge, dry, iron. And that will help it to really stay down. And you're going to want, or maybe you don't want to, but I did both the inside and the outside. You'll see that. So it's as easy as that to use this. Now, I am going to give a little plug to a company and say thank you. I got this eCraft paper cutter from Amazon. And today I am using watercoloring paper from Walmart. I just had a cheap pad that I wanted to use up, and I was cutting down, and this allowed me to set this arm at 4 inches and slice, and I went through probably 6 pages at a time. I could do more, but I only did 6. And I loved this because it kept it right in line as long as it was. And then I just turned it the other way and chop, 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 done. So eCraft, you made a great cutter. Thank you. Now, once you have cut down your inside papers and your cover, you're going to want to, of course, make your cover. And to make my cover, this is going to be the front of my little cover. The reason I'm making it so small is because it's just going to fit in a pocket in my purse. I have a specific pocket I want to drop it into, and it is going to be my grocery list. Okay? I am making it as simple as possible on myself. So here we go. We just simply use our little tool that we would use for weeding. Or if you don't have one of those, you could use a pin. And I just pull the entire back off. This is what's easiest for me. Do what's easiest for you. If you, want to peel the back a bit at a time, go right ahead, okay? So now we are going to make sure that our sizes line up. So what we're going to do is take this and lay it straight down. I am not so good at eyeing things for the center, but I'm not worried because I cut it big. And I give it a good push, okay? Push it nice and hard just to make sure that it's down. And that shows you how sticky it is. Okay, now I am going to grab my scissors. And before I do anything else, I'm going to cut to each corner, just removing a little square. I kind of made a mistake on the other cover that I did beforehand. So I'll show you in a second. So take your time doing this. This is just for my purse. This is my first time trying it. And so live and learn, right? I got a bunch, like a fold right there. So be patient, take your time. Also remove any excess fabric so that everything lays nice and flat. Because what happened was I forgot to cut away my corners. And so I had bunches of fabric. Now it can be tricky cutting this because it is adhesive, but have patience. Stick with the process. It will get through for you and it will work fine. So just snip into the corner, and then just, if you've missed a little bit, just re-snip. And I give it a pull because it makes it easy to see where the threads are that I missed. And I am not using my good scissors. I am using an old pair so that the adhesive will not ruin my good ones. Okay? You could use a rotary cutter, but it would snare the adhesive. So I did not do that. Keep in mind that for me, this is a learning process with you because first time doing it myself, but hey, we all learn. Now, if you did not want to go through all this rigmarole, you could simply buy a dollar store writing pad and put your own, like put this fabric or cardstock or whatever you pick on the cover that is originally already on the pad. Okay, so what we're going to do now is simply take this, and what I like to do is do it this way and down. I learned that. I saw it on another YouTube because I was like, this is not working for me, so I had a look, and this is what worked for them, and it is working perfect for me. I am making sure to hold it flat and let it, or kind of at an angle, and then go to the flat so that it's got a nice crease. And that worked beautifully. Now, you could leave it like that, but of course, I do not want to, so I am going to do this. And I had these fabrics at home already, so I'm sorry, but I am not sure if you could get the exact same designs again. But whatever design you pick for yourself would be perfect. And all I do is lay it again, okay? Lay it nice and flat. Rub it a couple of times. And now I'm just going to snip this. And this also can be a bit tricky because of the adhesive. But have patience, it will work. What I like to do is give it a little pull out of the way if I need to. And I just trim down. I am sure that there is probably a better way to do this. And I will watch some more YouTube to figure that out. But so far, I am happy with the results. So I am not going to complain. There we go. That side is trimmed. I can tell you from manhandling it so much that it is definitely sticky. I don't have to worry about this coming apart before I finish my paper on the inside. Now I am going to switch to my good scissors, my fabric scissors, because I can get longer cuts, and I will clean them with rubbing alcohol afterwards to make sure that there is no glue left on them. Okay, so there we go. We have trimmed down, oh, I missed a little section, our cover, just like that. Both sides are done. If you do have a little issue on the inside, like a little one, you can pull it off. But because the other one had bunched so bad, I couldn't pull it off. I'll just use it for the back cover, okay? So now, the question became, will it work in the cinch with material on it? Like I said, complete and total experiment. But every new craft project is. It will never turn out the same way twice. Right? What works for me may not work for you. Every machine is a little bit different. You just don't know till you try. So, you use your bindings, which mine came in long strips like this. And I cut them down to the size that I needed. However, I had this small strip left from another project. And look, the blue and the blue. Why not, right? Use what you have on hand. Hang it from the hanger on the side of your cinch. Whoops. Just like so. Okay? Now, ours are 4 inches. I know that because I double checked on here to be sure that I had them right, like according to the cinch. Let me see if I can turn this. So on here, there are numbers, and I am at 4 inches. Make sure your ruler stays in. You don't need it for this one. So I looked on my guide, And for number 4, I pulled peg 8. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. It was a bit of a challenge to get through the fabric, but it did it, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. All I had to do was push it in nice and firm so it's all the way to the back, and I stood up and pushed. And there we go. It should be nicely punched. And my pages were the same, so making sure that I have the watercolor side up, I punched. Okay, leaving number 8 pulled, I just punched like, oh, see what happens when you don't go all the way to the back? That was my mistake. So what I'm going to do is simply trim it and stick it in anyway because it's mine. It's not for anybody but me. Just do that once. There we go. Try again. I did not have it all the way to the back, but all I'm going to do is trim it. Like I said, I'm not exactly worried because it's just a scratch book for in my purse. So there we go. Now we take it off of here and move this just for spacing, okay? And we're going to put on the cover, okay? So what we want to do is pretend that this is the front of our book, okay? This is the way we want the front of our book to be. Let me get it on. It's a little bit, oh, that's why. This is the way we would like to see our book. Okay? But then we want to see the back of our book. And to get the back of our book this way, we need to place it this way. The two covers that are the front need, oh, I want to use this one as the back. Sorry, guys. The two covers that are the back and front need to be placed facing together. So proper side together, okay? It's the easiest way I can tell you, just like that. Then we're going to bring the cinch back and we are going to use the back. Okay, and it's already set to 5/8 because that is how big my wire is. Okay. I am just going to take a second and trim my wire so that we can progress on a little bit easier because it is so close, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I was going to wire snip them. However, my hands are sore today and cannot give the pressure needed, so hubby can wire snip them after. So here we go. We are placing it in like this. And the bigger side of our binding, the wider side, let me find those other ones. The wider side here is the side that we place towards the back, making sure that it is all tucked in against there. Our dial is set to 5/8, which is our binding size. And now we are just going to apply the pressure. And we want to apply it really well. Oops. Try again, Leslie. Why are you not? Ah, there we go. Sorry, machine. That was my mistake. Keeps sliding out. I might have to remove a couple of the pages, but I hope not. Let's get that right in there. Whew. We are struggling today with the hands being so sore. Yeah, I'm going to have to remove a couple of pages here. Or maybe I can just trick it into thinking I removed them. Who knows? Let's find out. Let's try again. Ah, there we go. Sometimes you just have to fool it, right? So we do this. Ah, there we go. And now let's pretend that the other piece is gone. And we end up with this cute little binded and done with material and a cardboard box. And whoops, we'll just remove that little piece of sticky. Whoops. And we can open and close it and tuck it in our purse quite easily. You could use it this way, or you could use it this way. Does not matter, however you want to use it. I like the watercolor paint paper because I can jot down ideas using a marker and it doesn't matter. I know they're not going to go through. I can make a grocery list, whatever I want. This one I think will probably become my grocery list, and I will do another one that will be with watercolored paper that will be an idea book, because quite often when we're out and about, I'll see something and go, oh, I should try that. Well, let's write it down. Let's recreate it. So guys, it was easy. I know I said it's a little bit harder to go through the material with the cinch, but it really did not make it that hard that it can't be done. Trust me, if my hands can do it, anybody's can. But they can't wire cut today. So that will get done by my hubby in a few minutes. So there we go, guys. Let's pretend this doesn't exist. And there we go. Opens quite beautifully. You do not see this part on the outside, which is why you placed your back and front cover together. Alrighty, I hope you guys have a great day. I hope this gave you some inspiration to either use up some cardboard or to buy and cover your own pad just with some cardstock or adhesive backed material that you like. Take care, and we'll talk again soon. Bye.